These are the exercises for Futato chapter 16. Nouns with suffixes. Translate these. So number 1, suso, his horse. Suskem, your horse. Susenu, our horse. Susam, their horse. Number 5, suska, your horse. Susi, my horse. Susaik, your horse. Susa, her horse. Again, note the dot in the hay, the mapik. Number 9, Malkenu, our king. Nafshaka, your soul. Kodsham, their holiness. Devaro, his word. Number 13, Zehavkem, your gold. Beit A, her house. Bigdake, your garment. Ami, my people. Translation. We have baniti et beiti. We're translating adjectives and constructs. So here's our verb form. If you know your vocab, I'm going to, of course, assume you know your vocab. And whenever you hit a verb, I'm going to ask the same thing. Does it have a prefix or not? No. And T is our ending, so you should be knowing this is your root. It's from bana. Remember, third hay verbs. The third hay will change to a yod. So we have I built, and then et beiti, my house. Number 2, here's our verb natan. Does it have a prefix? No. Of course, without even a suffix, this is your basic third masculine singular cal perfect. So we have here avinu, our father gave, and then et hakesef, the money or silver. Number 3, darash, verb, no prefix, again no suffix, so it's third masculine singular. Then we have livka, hatahor, lelohim. So we have your pure heart. So we have here livka, that's your heart. And we have hatahor, your pure heart sought for God. We have for because we have lelohim here. Sometimes without the lamed it would be sought God, but we have here the preposition. 4, he took lakak, the gold, to artso, his land. Number 5, you plural, again halaktem, no prefix, halak, and then tem is the second masculine plural. So you went le dar kakem, on the way of you. Again, here's derek, way, that's our noun with our suffix. And then we have an adjective that we need to account for. You went on your wicked way. So halak and lamed is to go on, to move on or to go on. So went on your wicked way is the translation. Number 6, yada knew. Again, no prefix, so we have a perfect form. We knew. Et, there's our direct object marker. Bat ima, the daughter of her mother. Ima, there's our third feminine singular suffix with mapik in there. By the way, some of these, like livka, and then right here with darkem, you might be wondering about the definiteness here. Remember, in construct, this is still a sort of a construct relationship here, or I shouldn't say a construct relationship, but you sort of have a contextual definiteness that goes with these. So again, you can hit me with a question later and we'll address that, but we should probably move on for the sake of the exercises. Parsing, again, the verbs. let's just go down this way real quickly, and then we'll fill up. Well, I guess we'll take them the same way we've always taken them, so I try not to rush here. But halachtem, is there a prefix? No. So that means it must be a perfect form. And we've only had the cal so far. Cal perfect, second masculine plural. Egle, is there a prefix? Yes, the aleph is a prefix because our lemma is gala, so that means this is imperfect. Cal imperfect, first common singular. Nimtza, is there a prefix? Yes, the noon, because our lemma is matza, that means it's cal imperfect, first common plural. Asiti, is there a prefix? No. So we have a cal perfect form, and the lemma will be asa. Third hay is replaced by the yod in the form. So cal perfect, first common singular. Number 5, ya'avdu, is there a prefix? Yes, it's the yod. So here's our lemma, avad, which means this is an imperfect form. Cal imperfect, third masculine plural. Yigash, this is a tricky one. Is there a prefix? Yes, there is, because the lemma here is actually nagash, first noon form. We don't have yagash as a vocab word, so that would be our first clue. But again, the gimel has a dot in it, and that's from the assimilation of an original noon into that consonant. So this is actually going to be a prefix, so we have a cal imperfect, third masculine singular from nagash. Number 7, katata. Is there a prefix? No. So this is a perfect form, cal perfect, second masculine singular. Ga'ala. Is there a prefix? No. It's from ga'al, so this is also a perfect, cal perfect, third feminine singular. Avar ten. Is there a prefix? No. That means we have a perfect form. Cal perfect, second feminine plural. And we have tisa. Again, a tricky one. Is there a prefix? Yes, there is, because this comes from a first noon verb. And again, when you see the dagesh in the consonant right here after what could be a prefix, when you see that dagesh, you should be thinking, do we have a first noon? Then try it out in your vocabulary. Do I know of the word nasa from my vocabulary? Yes, you do. So this turns out, again, to be imperfect. Cal imperfect, either third or second person, feminine, masculine, respectively, singular from nasa. Translation. Matzati ani et sifreik hatov. So number 1, our verb. Again, is there a prefix? No. So this is a perfect form. We know it's first person singular, and here we have a first person singular pronoun. So Futato translates this I myself. Again, you can use the myself or not. It just brings out the emphasis. I myself found your good book. Number 2, tisa. We just had this in our parsing. Bat malkenu et bena la kohen. So we have a number of things here. Let's put our translation up. We have our verb form here. We know that's imperfect, again, from our parsing. So we have a third feminine singular. It could have been second masculine singular, but third feminine singular is what we need because of the subject. Bat malkenu, the daughter of our king. So that's feminine. So the daughter of our king will carry et beno, her son, la kohen, to the priest, because look at the definite article right here, the priest, la kohen. Number 3, lo shematem et devar hanavi. We have here the lo, the negator, and second masculine plural form of the verb. Again, there is no prefix. So you, plural, did not hear et devar, the word of the prophet, hanavi. Number 4, yishmeru am haaretz et torat Adonai hakodesh, hakedosha. So what do we have here? Here's our verb form. Is there a prefix? Yes. yod prefix plus the u long, the shurek ending is third masculine plural, and that makes sense with our subject, am haaretz, the people of the land will keep, here's our direct object marker, Torat Adonai, the law of the Lord, but we have here, right here, an adjective, the holy law of the Lord. Number 5, Chazak Hazakein min hana'ar. We have the old man. Here we have an adjective that with an article, it makes it substantival. The old man, Chazak, is strong from hana'ar, the boy. So you would, in English, say is stronger than the boy. Again, this is our comparative use for min. Number 6, lo tidrosh elim acharim bekal nafshecha. So what do we have? Our negator, and then we have tidrosh. So here's our verb form from darash, has a prefix, so we know it's imperfect. Second person, it could be third feminine singular, but usually with lo it's going to be a command, and the command is directed to you, second person. So you will not seek elim acharim, other gods, bechol nafshecha, with all your soul. Number 7, baku habanim vehabanot be'ahalam. Be'ohalam. Don't want to lose the O sound there. The sons, banim, habanim, the sons and the daughters, definite articles, wept. Here's a plural verb, baku. No prefix, and so we have to wonder, well, what happened to the third consonant in our lemma? Well, if you recall third hey verbs, before a vowel ending, that third hey will drop. It'll disappear. So the sons and the daughters wept in their tent, in the tent of them, very literally. Preposition, noun, suffix, in the tent of them, in their tent. Number 8, chalata milchemet ha'amim ha'gedolah. So we have our verb form, chalata. Is there a prefix? No, it's from kala, and again the third hey has dropped, so we have this ta ending. So we have milchemet ha'amim ha'gedolah. So the great battle of the peoples came to an end, or finished, or ended. Hebrew Bible portion, number 1, ve'ata yadata et avdecha. So, and, there's our conjunction, and you, and we have here verb form, no prefix, so we have a perfect second masculine singular. So we have second masculine singular, again, there's emphasis here. So you could have you yourself, and you yourself, again, I forgot the and here, but and you yourself know, et, direct object marker, avdecha, your servant. Number 2, velo shameu betorato. We have our conjunction, negator, and then we have a verb form. No prefix, so this is a cal perfect form. And then we have preposition, noun, and suffix. So, and they did not listen, or did not hear, did not obey betorato, his law. Now, I have a note here about the bet right here on this form. It can mean to, so you could have listened to, even though you probably memorized this vocab word as to hear to. Kind of awkward, but just remember in English it could be listened to. Also, bet can, and often does after verbs of speaking or listening, bet can also mark a direct object. So the bet here could function just like our direct object marker, et. I don't know if Futato really explains that to you, but I thought I would throw that in. And number 3, ve'anoki uveti na'avod et Adonai. We have here, and I and beiti. We have conjunction, personal pronoun, conjunction, and then noun with suffix. And I and beiti, the house of me. I and my house. We have a verb form from avad. Okay. We have a prefix. We have an imperfect form. It's first common plural, so we. So I and my house, we will serve et Adonai, the Lord. The translation you're probably familiar with, as for me and my house. That's acceptable. You won't get this in basic grammar, but a vav conjunction with something other than a verb can be translated as for I or as for me in English. So just so that you know that the familiar translation, there's nothing incorrect about it. And that is the end of the exercises for Futato chapter 16.